People don't fail at manifesting because they're thinking the wrong thoughts per se. They fail because they never allowed their body to fully enter the manifesting state. For example, you can believe that something is possible, but still feel tight, anxious, or unsettled when you think about it. That feeling is not resistance from the mind. It's the body signaling that the manifesting state hasn't stabilized yet. And until the body settles into the state, manifestation does not move. Most teachings never explain this. They tell you to monitor your thoughts, repeat affirmations, and stay positive, while ignoring your nervous system, which ultimately decides whether the manifesting state is safe for you to occupy. Because manifestation is not driven by thought alone, it's driven by what the body believes is safe. And that belief lives in the nervous system. This is the part almost no one explains clearly. You can understand manifestation intellectually. You can agree with it logically. You can even believe it works, yet still feel tension when you are trying to imagine your desire or wish from a state where it is already fulfilled. That tension is information, because the body doesn't respond to ideas. It responds to assumption and expectation. And whether that expectation or assumption feels stable enough in the body to become a manifesting state. The nervous system is not philosophical. It doesn't care what you want. Its job is simple. Detect threat, maintain balance, protect the organism. Anything unfamiliar gets evaluated first as a potential disruption. So, when a desire represents a real shift in identity, for example, more money, a different relationship dynamic, greater visibility, or increased responsibility, the body doesn't hear desire. It hears change. And change can feel like instability, which means the manifesting state is not being entered automatically. This is why people say things like, I believe it's possible, but something feels off. I know this works, but thinking about it makes me anxious. I'm doing everything right, but I can't relax into it. The mind is ready, but the body is not yet willing to move into the manifesting state. And manifestation does not move forward until both mind and body agree. Notice, if you find yourself checking for signs, refreshing circumstances, rereading messages, mentally rehearsing outcomes, or subtly preparing for disappointment, that is not belief. That is the nervous system keeping you outside of your manifesting state. It's vigilance, and vigilance prevents assumption from stabilizing. This is also why effort so often backfires. When you try to force belief, you apply pressure. Pressure tells the nervous system, this matters too much. I'm not safe without this. Something is wrong right now. Those signals keep the body alert, and an alert body cannot remain in the manifesting state. It monitors, it scans, it waits. That monitoring is the resistance people feel. This is where many manifestation practices quietly fail, because the manifesting state does not come from trying harder. It comes from settling. The manifesting state is entered when the body feels neutral with the outcome already being true. Not excited, not relieved, not emotionally charged, just normal. That neutrality is powerful. Excitement spikes the nervous system. Calm stabilizes it. And stabilization is what allows the manifesting state to hold. When something feels normal, the body stops tracking it. And when the body stops tracking something, the state locks in. This explains a pattern many people notice but don't understand. They manifest things when they stop thinking about them, when they get busy, when attention shifts elsewhere, not because distraction is magical, but because the nervous system relaxes into regulation. There's no hovering, no bracing, no emotional leaning. The body naturally returns to the manifesting state. And in that state, assumption becomes effortless. This also reframes Neville Goddard's teachings with more precision. When Neville spoke about living in the end, he wasn't describing constant visualization. He was describing the manifesting state, a state where the body feels settled with the outcome. No urgency, no inner narration, no emotional management, just the absence of tension around the idea. That absence is the signal the subconscious responds to. This is why affirmations fail so often. Not because the words are wrong, but because the nervous system is strained while repeating them. If affirmations are said with tension, impatience, or vigilance, the body learns that the manifesting state is not present. The subconscious does not learn from language. It learns from state, and effort always carries the state of not yet. Regulation is not something you force. You don't logic your way into the manifesting state. You don't argue your nervous system into compliance. You show it through calm repetition, ordinary behavior, and reduced checking. That nothing is wrong. That's how safety is built. And safety is what allows the manifesting state to become familiar. When the body accepts a new baseline, behavior changes automatically. You stop checking. You stop rehearsing. You stop preparing emotionally, not because you're disciplined, not because you're doing it right, but because the manifesting state no longer feels unfamiliar. And when the state stabilizes, urgency dissolves. Manifestation is not about controlling reality. It's about stabilizing the manifesting state. When the nervous system settles, assumption holds. And when assumption holds, the outcome hardens into fact. Subscribe and enter your manifesting state.